Thank you. Let's turn now to Commitment 2024. Today is the runoff election for the South Carolina primary, and we're starting with U.S. House District 3, where Mark Burns and Sherry Biggs are working down to the wire for area votes.
Our Peyton Furtado has been covering this race for these candidates for weeks now. She joins us live in Anderson County, and I imagine things are really heating up.
Carol, Nigel, heating up physically and in the sense that more people are coming to the runoffs, and we're really getting down to the wire. These candidates really had to work to set themselves apart because this was Jeff Duncan's district for years. He didn't run for re-election, so it was an incumbentless field, 7 Republicans running. They beat out 5 of them. Now, Mark Burns pulled out the most votes, 33%. Sherry Biggs tailed behind at about 29% when that primary happened 2 weeks ago. Whoever wins this, if they win in November, will represent 11 South Carolinian counties, including Anderson, Lawrence, Pickens, Oconee, part of Greenville, Abbeville, Greenwood, in the U.S. House. Today, we caught up with those candidates as they made their final pitches at the polls.
I'm a lieutenant colonel. I have an education. I work in my community. I have been serving in my community. I've been serving in my state, and I have served my country. I think that speaks loud and clear.
Now, President Trump is behind me wholeheartedly. For those that are watching this, if you truly believe, regardless of all the lies, President Trump still backed me up. He's still supporting my campaign 100%, and I expect we're going to have a strong victory today.
Polls close in a little less than an hour. Whoever wins this runoff is going to face off against Brian Best in November of this year. In Anderson County, I'm Peyton Furtado for WYFF News 4.
Peyton, thank you. We continue our coverage in Pickens County, where voters are choosing the county's next sheriff.
Our Sydney Shadricks has been following this race for the last 2 weeks and joins us live in Easley. Sydney, what makes the race for sheriff so important to Pickens County voters?
Carol, Nigel, it's interesting. Pickens County has a history of sheriffs who've served for decades at a time. In fact, whoever wins this race will be only the county's 3rd sheriff in just about 50 years. There were initially 5 candidates on the ballot, and now voters are choosing between 2. They are choosing between Tommy Blankenship and Chuck James. I've spoken to both candidates ahead of today's runoff. They've each been with the Pickens County Sheriff's Office for about 20 years. They say they love serving their county, they love serving the people, and they hope to continue serving their people as sheriff. Now, as for voter turnout, we've spoken to election officials today who say about 12% of active registered voters in the county have turned out to vote in this runoff. That's including early voting, and they say that number for a runoff election is significant. We spoke to one voter who came out to vote today. He says just like he does for every election.
I always vote because, to me, the people that are in charge, it matters, and down to the smallest level.
The current sheriff for Pickens County is not seeking re-election. Also, there is no Democratic challenger in this race, meaning that whoever wins this runoff will win the race. Live in Easley, Sydney Shadricks, WYFF News 4.
Thank you, Sydney. A quarter of the seats on Greenville County Council still remain up for grabs on this primary runoff day.
2 incumbents are looking to keep their place on council. Our Ray Urena joins us live with a preview of the District 20 race. Ray.
That race pits against the incumbent Steve Shaw against challenger Alex Reynolds, and this polling location that we're at is a part of that race. Now, District 20 is made up of the Taylors and Travelers Rest regions of Greenville County. Shaw says he's looking to roll back the millage increase that was passed last year and manage growth. Reynolds says he wants to manage growth and improve the roads and infrastructure. One voter says there was a lot of information out there from both candidates before he casted his ballot.
I think not only in the news and some of the individuals, their individuals that were going out canvassing, you got a good idea what each stood for and are standing for. So.
This isn't the only race happening for Greenville County Council today. Over in District 25, which is the southern part of the county, Democratic incumbent Ennis Fant is facing off against challenger Derek Quarles. In District 22, Frank Farmer and Jay Rogers are facing off in their Republican runoff. Now, coming up at 11, we'll have complete coverage of the results, but we have heard from Greenville County officials that some of the highest performing districts are sitting at about 15% turnout. Live in Greenville County, Ray Urena, WYFF News 4.
Ray, thank you. To a state house race now. We are one step closer to knowing whose name will be on the ballot in November as the Republican candidate for State Senate District 12.
The race is between former state senator Lee Bright and current state representative Roger Nutt. Our Taniqua Penix joins us live at one of the voting sites in Spartanburg County with more. Taniqua?
Good evening, Carol and Nigel. I'm here at Duncan United Methodist Church, and voter turnout has been low here in Spartanburg County. Election officials tell me they've seen only about 4% of voters come out today and almost 5% if you count early voting. Now, this is an open seat election as Scott Talley did not run for re-election, but Lee Bright is hoping to lay claim to the District 12 seat once again after losing it to Talley in 2016. Now, before his loss, Bright held the seat for 2 terms from 2009 to 2017. Roger Nutt served 2 terms representing South Carolina House District 34, and he says he's proven his leadership by listing some conservative bills he helped get passed. In the primaries, Bright had the highest percentage of the votes with about 36%, and Nutt came in second with about 23%. And whoever wins tonight will have to face off against the Democratic candidate Octavia Amechi in November. For now, reporting live in Spartanburg County, Taniqua Penix, WYFF News 4.
Thanks, Taniqua. Remember, we will have continuing coverage of the primary runoff elections throughout the night on WYFF4.com.
And we'll bring you live team coverage of the results tonight on WYFF News 4 at 11.